Welcome to The High Level Entrepreneur, a podcast with me, Joella Skog. In today's episode, I want to speak with you about why some entrepreneurs charge way higher prices than others. Like, what is the difference between those who could charge like $10,000 or $20,000 for the same thing as someone is charging $5,000 or $3,000 or $1,000? What is the difference? And a lot of the time, if I was to ask a lot of you who are listening, what do you think is the difference? You would probably answer, well, they are way bigger than me, their brand is bigger, or it's like they are more experienced, they have all these clients, or whatever. But you have to ask yourself, like, how did they actually get there? If you believe that they are more successful than you are right now, why do you think that they are more successful? Probably they were charging way higher prices than you from way earlier on than you are right now in your business. All right. And there are a couple of different aspects of why some people are able to charge way bigger and higher prices than other people for more or less the same delivery, for more or less the same offer or similar offer, right? The number one thing that these people have that charge way higher prices is a mindset that they believe they can charge that price. They believe they can. They know they can. All right? They feel like they should be at that level. And probably those people have challenged themselves way more than you have in pricing, which means maybe they started charging 5,000 for something, and then they slowly started to increase that number higher and higher and higher, and always keeping themselves a little bit outside of their comfort zone, always feeling like, could I really charge this price? And every time someone said yes, that was additional proof that this is what they can do. They can charge these prices. But maybe you stayed stuck in your comfort zone. You took a no as proof that you can't charge higher prices because all of these people said no. So probably I either need to sell something cheaper, or I just need to maintain this price because there are some people that say yes, but a lot of people say no. And that's why I can't have higher prices. Right? The people that sell at high prices, they don't care if there were like 10 or 20 people that said no, because there was one person who said yes. And then there was another person that said yes. And then there was another person. And suddenly that has generated tons of income into their business. And they see that as proof that this is possible. So instead of thinking that, the reason why people said no, it's because the price is too high, they thought, well, I just need to have more of those people who said yes. I need to attract more of those people, more higher paying people, more higher paying clients who actually see the value that I can create for my clients. So a lot of it is mindset originally. Like they truly believe they can charge that amount, but it also is about pushing that mindset barrier to push yourself to constantly increase the price. And I don't mean increase the price if you don't feel like it's worth that price. Like I would never charge something that I don't genuinely feel like it's worth that price. And often if I raise my prices, I also improve the offer in one way or another. It doesn't always mean that you're adding more to the offer. That doesn't have to be you're adding more. It's not about adding more. It's about improving it. All right. So that's part of it. But most of the time, the core of this is like, these people that charge more, they believe they can. They think it's worth that price. They think that they have something to bring to the table. And they believe that they can work with premium clients, and they don't see a no as proof that they shouldn't raise their prices. They see a no as like a normal thing in sales. Everybody gets no's. Even the big entrepreneurs you look up to, and they are probably charging really high ticket prices, but they might be super famous as well. And they also get no's. Not everybody says yes to them, right? They get the same objections as everyone else. It's too expensive. It's too much, right? But they don't see that as proof that they should change their direction. Because, of course, if you are charging some outrageous price that you don't feel grounded in and you actually don't believe that your offer is worth that price, you probably will get a lot of no's because you don't really believe in your own price. So it's important to also feel grounded in your own price. But the question is, how are you ever going to feel grounded in higher prices unless you raise your prices, right? How are you ever going to feel comfortable with saying the word $5,000 or $10,000 or $30,000 out loud if you don't do it, right? The second thing that I would say makes a big difference here with people that charge higher prices for their offers versus people that don't is an easier way to charge higher prices is also to hold yourself to a high standard when it comes to your own behavior and your own level of embodiment. So what do I mean by that specifically? Well, first of all, I'll use myself as an example. My prices feel so aligned with me for many reasons, not only because I know the results I help clients create, not only because of the value I know that I add to clients, but also because I myself have invested equally much and way more than I am personally charging. All right? You know, I have paid way more for way less than I help people do. All right. I have invested so much money into myself. I'm a high ticket investor. I'm not someone who overthinks my investments. I'm not someone who questions myself. I'm not someone who is scared of investing high ticket. I believe in my ability to make money. I believe in my ability to create return on investment. And I prefer to invest into the premium offer rather than the mid-level offer. I'm much more likely to invest into the highest level possible you have and not the mid-level, not the 12-week group program, not the lower level or intensive thing, right? I'm more likely to be go all in for a very long time in whatever I invest in, whether it's team members. I'm a long-term person. So I personally have no problem committing long term, whether it's to team members, consultants, or coaches, mentors, whatever it is. Even if, with a team member, I might not end up working with them long term if it doesn't work out. My intention is always that we are going to build this together over years and years to come. And with mentors, I go into their long-term offers, and with coaches and programs, courses, whatever it is, I am a long-term girl and I am a high-ticket investment person. Not because I only like to spend money, but because usually I want the best in everything, right? I want the best hotel. I want the best, highest quality clothes. I want the best apartment for me, not for everyone else. I'm comparing with the best for me. I want the best for me, right? I'm not going to go to a cheaper coach who isn't the best coach for me. I'm not going to go buy cheaper clothes that aren't the clothes that I actually wanted. I'm not going to go stay in a hotel just because it's a room to stay in if it's not also something I'm excited to stay in, right? A night or two, fine, but I'm going to Provence in France actually next week as I'm recording this, and I was took my time and I just didn't find any hotels that made me excited. And then I found this one Airbnb that was this is literally my dream. This is a Provence vacation. Why wouldn't I do that Airbnb? Why would I go to stay somewhere I'm not excited about? I embody this. I embody high quality premium. I embody it in every single way. And especially as it comes to investments, right? And what I pay for. So not only do I believe that I can charge a higher price, but also I embody it. I am it. I am that person. I am my own client. How I expect my clients to invest, I already invest that way and more. I will never expect more of my clients than I expect of myself. I will always place myself as like the standard. Like I am the standard. Okay? And that's personally like what I do. And that's why clients want to work with me, because they see that I live what I preach. Like I'm not just preaching, I'm living it. And when I'm not living it fully, I'm also honest about that. And I'm always striving towards living it. I'm always striving towards alignment. I'm always striving towards whatever it is, right? So I am what I sell and I embody what I sell. Like everything I'm talking about in my offers, like Industry Leader Lounge, just as an example, is like, I don't just sell an offer. I don't just sell Industry Leader Lounge. Everything that Industry Leader Lounge stands for, about building industry leadership, helping you become an industry leader from inside and out, not relying on how much media visibility you're getting as a proof of your industry leadership, but as a place of like, it starts with you, and then your external reality will just match that inner reality. And we do it on a very strategic level where we actually reshape your business model and your offers and your strategy to match an industry leader level positioning with your business and in your brand. But we also make sure to upgrade your identity to CEO level identity and give you all of the materials and systems you need to be a CEO in your business and focus more on your thought leadership and your premium messaging. Like we are helping you do that. And when I say we, it's like because we're literally a team, right? It's me, but it's also my team members. Like I am living that already. I'm already like waking up, being that, breathing it, like doing it. I've been doing it from day one. Like if you followed me for a long time, which a lot of people have, you know that I've shown up as an authority in my industry literally from day one. Like if you could scroll back on my LinkedIn posts years and years and years, you will see that. If you could see like the things, the opportunities that I got from early on, like I've been it from day one. Like I've had that level of authority even when nobody else thought that I was an authority yet, right? It starts with what you believe, who you believe that you are. Like, do you believe that you are someone who can charge a high ticket price, who can be an industry leader, who can attract these opportunities and premium clients? Or do you believe that you are mid-level in your industry, that you are an option, that you can only sell at mid-level high-ticket offers, and you have to settle for something? Like, is that, like, who do you want to be, right? Personally, I will always want the best. I will always want the best. I will always want the best clients, the best business, the best standard. That's just the way it is. And what the best is could vary between different people, right? Like, do you want to like settle for an okay relationship? Someone who's just there? Or do you want like literally the best person you ever met? Like why would you settle? Like this is something I'm like so passionate about, is like settling, really, you know? And I think when you choose to not be an industry leader, when you choose to not align yourself with bigger standards and higher standards and big results, you are settling. Like that's really what it is. So again, to recoup a little bit of what I was saying, the mindset, they believe that they can charge higher prices. They know who they are. They embody what they are teaching others to do. They are it. And they have already invested themselves similar prices that they're already charging, if not more, right? They are already keeping themselves to a high standard. They're not expecting people to pay them a lot of money, and they're never paid anyone else a lot of money. They're not telling people build industry leadership, and they've never built industry leadership, right? As an example. And next is like the people that are charging a higher ticket price, they also have a premium positioning in their brand, all right? This is also a big difference because some people do even have all of this. Like they have the mindset that they think they can charge more. They have the behavior, the patterns, like the embodiment. They have all of that. But they just don't have the premium level industry leader messaging in their brand. They're still showing up as an option. They're still showing up in their brand and in their online presence and everything they do. And speaking to much like mid-level clients, because maybe those were the clients that they used to work with in the past. So they're used to talking to those people, but they're still speaking to that mid-level client and they're showing up in their brand and in their positioning as an option and as an expert, but not as an industry leader. And this is where like I usually see two problems. One of them is either you're holding yourself back from fully stepping into industry leadership because you know that in order to be an industry leader, you're going to have to say how you really feel, what you really think about your industry, what you think other people are doing wrong, and how you wish things were different. And you're going to have to show your true authority and your true self, and you're scared of what consequences that could create for you. You're scared of what your current followers and leads, what they will think. You're scared you'll scare them away. You're scared of what other people in your industry will think, that they'll judge you, that you won't fit in. And that's literally what industry leadership is, because you are carving your own path. You're adding something new to a space, right? So I see that is a lot of mindset blocks there in terms of showing up as an industry leader. That is usually like a very big block in order to be able to do that. Okay. The other aspect is that they just don't know how. They don't know how because they don't know what premium clients are really looking for. They don't know that, well, premium clients are going to come across you and immediately feel like this is not for them because they're not going to think, of course, the messaging does not apply to me. They're not going to think like that, but they're going to immediately see that you are just not matching what they are looking for. You are not matching what they want. And a lot of the time it is that you are not standing out enough. Your message is not attractive enough to them, and you don't feel premium enough. And when I say premium, I don't mean luxury. Like I don't mean luxurious or like a cool branding shoot. That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about like they feel like you're just one of many or you're just one of the rest. And they kind of mentally place you into like this box of like, let's say coaches or like marketing consultants or like whatever, but you don't stand out. And the thing is, premium clients want to pay a lot. People that want to pay a high ticket price, they want to buy from leaders. And you know what leaders are doing? They're leading. They're leading an industry. They're literally walking their own path, carving their own path, and telling people like, follow me, because I'm literally carving the path as I'm walking on it. So premium clients are people that are used to investing a high ticket price. They're used to caring about quality, and they are looking for quality in every person they invest in and every company they invest in. Whether you're an individual or company, like they're looking for premium. They're looking for high quality. And to them, high quality is someone who stands out. Someone who actually will challenge them intellectually, someone who will actually challenge them spiritually, whatever it is, because we all have different ideal clients. Your premium client might be something else than my premium client, right? But either way, if you're looking for someone to invest a high ticket price, you want to create high ticket transformations, which means you are working with very advanced people, right? You're working with people that are smart, they're self-led, they're already skeptical, they think of themselves as smart, they pride themselves, just like I kind of did recently now, on being a high-ticket buyer, right? But most people talk down to those, like to their buyers, because they sell audience offers. When you sell premium offers to premium clients, you have to already understand that they are smart people. They're already smart. They're already skeptical. And most things they see online don't interest them, because most things you see online is speaking to the average consumer, the average buyer, not the high ticket premium buyer. Most things are not speaking to them because a lot of businesses are selling what? Cheap courses, or they're selling to everyone and anyone who wants to buy, or they're selling mid-level programs to anyone because that's how most people run their business. It's like, I sell an offer and I want as many people as possible to buy it in this space. And it's very rarely that it's actually premium clients that people are targeting. It's more niche to target a premium client, because not everyone are high ticket buyers. Not everyone are a premium client who pride themselves on always choosing quality or choosing the high ticket option, or are truly committed to an incredible transformation, right? Not everyone is targeting them, but that's why there's such an amazing opportunity to take that space for you. There's such an amazing opportunity for you to be that person that premium clients are looking at and being like, holy shit, I never found anyone that speaks to me, but now I have. Wow, like this is precisely the kind of person I want to work with. This is precisely the offer that I need. So that's the difference between having an industry leader positioning and a premium positioning versus just having a personal brand and selling an offer online. All right. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. I'll talk to you in the next one.